Hello and welcome into the Knicks-Verse. My name is George, and if this is your first time here, or you've been here before but have not subscribed yet, please do so, along with hitting that thumbs up button for me. And if you are subscribing, turn on the notification bell. That'd be great. That way you're alerted when I drop a new video like this one, which is a belated recap video for the Knicks loss to the Bulls on Friday night, recording this on Saturday. And also note, if you are living in LA or you're in LA or somewhere near here, come on down. Tomorrow is the watch party at the Greyhound. If you're watching this on Sunday, then it's today. So come on down. We're going to watch the Bucks. Knicks should be a great time, good vibe, great place to hang, and it'd be great to meet everybody in LA who loves the Knicks. Okay, let's get to this recap here. Knicks lost 108-100, but the story was once again a first quarter failing. The New York Knicks got off to a poor start in the first quarter once again, and they were down by 12 at the end of the first quarter. Can only muster up 17 points in that first quarter. Now, again, this could be part scheduling issues. This was the second game of a back-to-back. They played the Kings the night before in New York on Thursday, which they were able to win that game. But then, they had to travel to Chicago. And I know you think, oh, that's not that big a deal. No, that flight is a brutal flight. And they get in late. And plus, there's been a lot of mileage on these legs, the guys who have been playing. But guess what? Surprise. OG Anunoby did return. And he played. He played the game, the whole game. And I was shocked that he was on the next day after we find out that Randall was going to get the surgery, and Anunoby was listed as out, and then he was listed as questionable and improbable, and boom, there he was playing. It was great to see him play. He looked good. Maybe a little bit rusty. First time I saw him look a little bit rusty, but he did look good. Though in the first quarter, he did not have much of an impact offensively, but he only played 6.5 minutes in that first quarter. They have to manage his minutes. Josh Hart got ejected right away, actually towards the end of that first quarter. The Knicks were already down by 12 by the time he was ejected. It's a weird call. I thought it wasn't an intentional kick to the head that he gave I forgot who it was, the defender. He was just trying to land and just kind of trying to balance himself. His foot hit the other guy in the head. But they gave him a flagrant 2 and they threw him out. Maybe a flagrant 1, because it was obviously inadvertent, though they said that intent doesn't really matter. I don't know. Sounds like a lot of bullshit to me. Sounds like they shouldn't even have looked at this call. It was just a basketball play. He was trying to lay the ball up, going for a layup. He got hit, and he was trying to balance himself, and he accidentally kicked him in the head. So, but he was ejected. So now, not only are we depleted in general, even though we did get OG back, but his minutes are kind of, limited. Now we're down to Josh Hart, who, he's our rebounding, energizer bunny, that guy. And that kind of explains the reason the Knicks were out rebounded by almost 20 by the Bulls. They could only get 38 rebounds. The Bulls had 57. And the way Josh Hart has been just feasting on the boards, getting double-digit rebounds almost every night, you can see how right there the disparity hurt us. His absence really hurt us. And the Knicks, once again, got off to a slow start. Now, the reason that this is significant is because this is now, they got off to a slow start against the Spurs. They were down by 13 to them. Against the Heat, they were down by 12 in the first quarter. And against the Bulls, they were down by 12 immediately. Halfway through the quarter. And then by the end of it, they were just able to kind of at least stop the bleeding. But if we keep going here, I'll come back to this. I want to get to this. Alan Hahn tweeted this out, which was a really good tweet about, the rebounding deficit. But before I get to that, this is what I want to show you. Here we go. Christian Winfield, he tweeted this out. He's from the New York Post. The Knicks are 31-6 when they win first quarters this season, and 14-26 when they don't. They have lost the first quarter in 4 of the last 5 games and are now 2 games out of the play-in tournament. It's time to wake up, says Jalen Brunson. Well, with only, we got 5 games left, the Knicks are, they could finish anywhere from 2nd seed because the Bucks keep losing. The Cavs keep losing. They just lost to the Lakers. And even Orlando lost. So the Knicks missed out on a big opportunity to gain in the standings, but they could also finish 8th. That's the way the situation is right now. So this game against the Bucks has become even more significant now. It was always going to be. Now it's even more significant. The Knicks have to take care of business there. Now, let's look at what Han tweeted out, because this is about the rebounding issue. The Knicks' main issue last night was season worst rebounding deficit of -19, which is a credit to Bulls playing big and having great energy off 3 days rest. That's true. See, the Bulls hadn't even played since Monday. So they had Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday to rest, and the Knicks were playing a second game of a back-to-back. That's kind of what I was talking about, where the scheduling gods just conspiring against the Knicks at this time. But also early loss of Knick energy and rebounder Josh Hart, flagrant 2, but there is a more concerning recent trend. Oh, here's where he talks about the first quarter. Poor starts has plagued the team, leading to exhausting comeback attempts. Knicks have been outscored by an average of 9 points per game in the first quarter of the last 5 games. They've lost 4 of them, allowing 30 points per game on 52% shooting. That needs to be a focus in Milwaukee on Sunday. Well, knowing Thibs, knowing Brunson, and knowing his response before that we got to wake up, it's easy to see that they are going to take care of business. They are going to take care of business against the Milwaukee Bucks. They're going to come out, they're going to come out with the intensity and the energy that is required to set the tone early in a game. Now, another thing is, Hart will be available. So Deuce was pushed to the second unit, which is fine. That's his best fit at the moment. I'm wondering if bringing in Bojan earlier might start helping him to get a feel for the game. The guy's been a starter his whole life, pretty much, and he's just struggling on this team. When he was shooting 41.5% from the three-point line for the Pistons, something's up with him. The Knicks need to figure out a way to get this guy going. Now, last night he had an okay game for himself. He played 20 minutes, 9 points. At least he was trying to create something. He got to the free throw line a couple times, but he still only shot 1 of 4 from the 3-point line, 3 of 9 overall. That's not the kind of production that we need desperately from the bench. Our bench, if Miles didn't give us 19 points, that bench would have given us nothing in terms of point scoring. Now let's look at the standings here. I do have highlights for you, and then I'll go to those, and we'll talk a little bit more. So right now, the Knicks are in 5th. Technically, record-wise, tied with the Magic for 4th, but they have the tiebreaker on us. We had a chance to be right there, to be tied for 3rd, and actually be in 3rd if we had won that game last night, because we have the tiebreaker with the Cavs. Now, the Cavs lost today, so this is including the Cavs lost today. So the Cavs are now 46-32. We are 45-32. Orlando 45-32. And Indiana, who did win, they're 44-34. Miami is 43-34. They dropped from 6th seed to 7th seed. Rounding out the top 8 is the Sixers with 42-35 record. Chicago right there, look, they benefited from that win last night against us. Now, we play them 2 more times. Once more, we play them on Tuesday, back in Chicago. So this is that road trip, that weird road trip. And then we play them the last game of the season, but in New York. So if we could win those last 2 games against them, that'd be fine. I had the Knicks winning 2 out of 3 in general. Like I was just prognosticating. I had them winning 2 out of those 3 games. So there's still time for the Knicks to get back on track and take care of business there. And again, the back-to-backs I think was the major factor. That's what really hurt their energy. Now, as a game goes on and guys start getting looser and adrenaline starts pumping, you get a second win or a third win, and that's when the Knicks started coming back. They got back into this game. They were even only down by 4 very late in the game, late in the fourth quarter, with like 2 minutes left. They were only down 4, and it looked like, wow, we might be able to pull this out, but just weren't able to do it. Was not able to do it, and it's a bummer. It's a big bummer. Now, here are the stats. Let's get to the highlights now. Here we go. As you can see, this guy, Ayo Dosunmu, torched the Knicks last night. 24 points for him, 3 of 7 from the three-point line. But in that first quarter, he was devastating, 14 points in his 11.5 minutes, 6 of 9 overall, 2 of 3 from the three-point line in his 14 points. He even picked up 3 assists. DeMar, he had a quiet start to the game, only 2 points for him, but he finished strong. He was a key factor for them being able to hold on to the lead in the fourth quarter and pull this game out. So you can see the Knicks were already down, 18-11. They're now 21-11. Corner three-pointer right there, down 10. Here's DeSomo coming in. Oh, actually, he passed it in. Nice. Look at that. They were moving the ball around. Another guy who had a big game against the Knicks was Javonte Green. Only his 4th game of the season for the Bulls. And he shot 10 of 14 overall. 25 points for him. Incredibly efficient and picked up 13 rebounds. Vucevic, 13 rebounds for the Bulls. Drummond, 16 rebounds for the Bulls. And you can see right there, DeSomo got 6 rebounds, and DeMar got 5 rebounds. There you go, 57 rebounds. No Knick was in double figures in rebounds last night. That's probably the first time that has happened all season. I'm just kind of guess on that, especially considering that was the worst disparity in rebounding of the season, according to Alan Hahn. And there's Javonte Green. I think Javante's the guy who got kicked in the head. It might be even coming up soon, or he might be. Oh, we're already in the second quarter. All right, in the second quarter, the Knicks were able to recover a little bit. That anemic 17 points in that first quarter really put them way behind the 8 ball. But here, they were able to put up 28 points, but we gave up 32 points. So we were even outscored in the second quarter. But there you go, Deuce, nice. Deuce was 2 of 3 in that second quarter, gave us 18 points. Brunson woke up in that second quarter. He was 6 of 10 overall in that second quarter, gave us 16 points himself. But really, it was only 3 guys scored for the Knicks in that second quarter. I named 2 of them. The third guy was Bojan Bogdanovic, who played the entire second quarter. And he was 2 of 5 from the field, missed his 1 3-point attempt. Only 1 assist, 1 rebound in 12 minutes of play. Think about that, to get only 1 assist and 1 rebound. That is a shockingly low number. But yet, Precious, nothing in his 5 minutes, except for 3 personal fouls. And Anunoby, he played 6 minutes, no points for him. Isaiah, 6, almost 7 minutes, no points for him. Dante DiVincenzo, 6.5 minutes, didn't even attempt a shot, no points for him. So that was, it was one of those kind of weird quarters. And here we go into the third quarter. The start to the third quarter, I can't remember, was the start to the third quarter that was poor or the start to the fourth quarter? I think the start to the fourth quarter was poor. The third quarter, the Knicks came out. They looked like finally in the locker room, they straightened some shit out. They came out and they lit the Bulls up for 21 points and held them down to just 20 points in that third quarter. The Knicks shot 52.4% in the third quarter, and it was a nice balanced scoring. It was 5 for OG, 7 for Dante, who woke up a little bit there. Brunson picked up 4. Mitch had 3. Deuce picked up 6 points. So it was a nice balanced scoring right there. And Bojan played the 3.5 minutes there. He hit his 1 3-pointer in that third quarter, gave us 3 points. Everybody contributed. Everyone was a plus player in that third quarter, which the Knicks needed. And it looked like, okay, are the Knicks going to pull off another comeback victory like the one they did against the Kings? Well, that's when the start of the fourth quarter was pretty dismal. When the Knicks started the fourth quarter, let's see, the score was, they were down 7. And immediately, they were down 5. They were down 5, and immediately DeRozan hits a floater. Drummond gets a tip in. He hits a free throw, and then so now the Knicks are down 10 immediately. They were down 5, they're down 10, and then it just kept going. Deuce gave us a bucket here and there, and Bogdanovic gave us a couple of free throws. But then, as things wore on, the Knicks ended up down by 11, down by 12 midway through the fourth quarter. And here we go. You're watching what I was just describing here. But look. The DeMar. Oh, that's the tip. That's the tip in. It really wasn't a tip in. It was really a dunk by Drummond. Drummond was a problem for the Knicks. He was a rebounding beast. And in that fourth quarter, he picked up 6 rebounds in that fourth quarter, Drummond. The Knicks as a team had 7 rebounds in that fourth quarter. And for some reason, Thibs went with Precious the entire fourth quarter. Mitch only played 1 minute, and I was wondering why that was the case. I'm starting to think that maybe with Randall's absence, and he's not going to be around for the playoffs, that Thibs is trying to see how Precious fits into these different lineups and whether he can find a way to contribute. Well, last night he did not. No points in that fourth quarter. He got 3 rebounds. He was our lead rebounder, but that's not saying much considering how things went. For the whole game, Precious, 0 points, 4 rebounds in his 18 and a half minutes, and 12 of those were played in the fourth quarter. So that's a head scratcher. Why did Thibs go with him? Hard to tell. Maybe, at this point, the game, you can see we're down 7. I think this was a weird lucky thing. That should have been, unfortunately, not a bucket. So now we're down 9. We beautiful bounce pass there by Jalen. Jalen had a nice game assist-wise. He finished 35 points, 11 assists for him. The Knicks hung around here. See, boom. Okay, now we're up. They're up 9 here. And then they start whittling it down with 4 minutes left. A little turnaround. Caruso got hurt there a little bit, but I think he continued to play. Another Brunson. Oh, yeah, there we go. And then he got the and 1. So now we're only down 4. A little over 2 minutes left. And here, no rebounding. Guys on the ground. Hartenstein, I don't know what happened there. It's just a weird bounce, I guess. And that was pretty much the game. But you can see when the energy level is low and that Josh Hart is really missed in those moments right there. I could see him fighting for that rebound right there. And here, Knicks are down 6. You think, we got to stop here and a score. 3-pointer, boom, boom, boom. No. Ayo hits the little floater, kind of like a hook floater, and that was it. That was it. As you can see here, no other. Look, Dante DiVincenzo struggled. 2 of 7 from the 3-point line, 10 points for him. OG had 12 points in his first game back since the aggravated inflammation, elbow tendinopathy situation. He gave us 12 points for him, but only 1 rebound, no assists. So I think he's taking a little slow, trying to ease into it. But we'll see. We can need more production from him if that's the situation. But, it's his first game back after that inflammation in the shoulder. In the elbow, sorry. Deuce, great game for him. Even though he was pushed to the bench, he ended up playing 38 minutes. Obviously, he filled in for Hart. He shot 6 of 11, 4 of 7 from the 3-point line. Wow, 7 rebounds for him. 19 points. Beautiful. Bojan, 9 points. Mitch, 5. And that was it. That was it for the bench. Dante, 10 points. There we go. Isaiah Hartenstein, only 7 rebounds for him in his 30 minutes. So, I don't know, maybe he's a little tired as well. This is the second game of a back-to-back. This kind of just reeks of that. The Knicks shot 34.5% overall from the 3-point line. I went the wrong way. Here you go, the plus-minuses. See, OG was a +5. Isaiah Hartenstein was a +2. But that's pretty much it except for Deuce. Deuce was a +3. Everyone else was in the minus columns in the plus-minus there. The Bulls, 20 points for DeMar, 24 for DeSumo, and 25 for Javonte Green, who was the high scorer of the game for the Bulls. I'm happy for him, but it sucks it came against the Knicks. Don't want to see that anymore. No more. We play you guys twice more. No. Here are the team stats. So you can see the 57-38 rebounding disparity, huge. We only picked up 22 assists. They had 27. They got more steals. The turnovers, we committed 18 turnovers, too high for the Knicks, who averaged around 13-something. Fast break points, we did beat them there, +5, but nothing really to shout home about. We lost the points in the paint battle, 62-50, a -12 right there. That's very uncharacteristic. Usually it's the other way around, and that's why we would have won. The Knicks never led in this game. They were once down by 20. All right, don't forget the watch party, everybody. If you're all LA Knicks fans, come on down. Should be a blast. I hope you guys show up. Be great to meet you guys. All right. Thank you so much for watching this. Again, my name is George. Please hit the thumbs up button for me. Share this video or any of my videos. I would appreciate that. We're trying to get to 10,000 subscribers. We're about 8,400 right now, which I'm ecstatic about. And thank you everyone who's joined. Also, please drop your comments. Want to hear your thoughts and feelings about everything. And let's hope for the best. Let's hope the Knicks come out with some fire and desire, as Clyde would say, with some energy, and take it to the Bucks, who are also struggling. I believe they lost 3 of their last 4, I think. So they are also struggling unexplainably. Don't know why. But hopefully the Knicks can capitalize on their difficulties at the moment, because that would be a tremendous game for us to pick up. And then the Knicks could start really thinking about getting out of that 4th, 5th seed lockup that we're in with the Magic. And hopefully the Magic will pick up a loss tomorrow as well. I think they do play. The Magic, who do they play? Oh, they play. Oh, they play the Bulls. They play the Bulls in Orlando. Wow, that's going to be interesting. Well, hey, Javante, I want you to do to the Magic what you did to us. Come on, let's go. Same with the whole team. Pick up a victory in Orlando, Bulls. All right, I will see you tomorrow around the Knicks-Verse. I might do some live streaming from the Greyhound. We'll see. We'll see how this goes. Not sure yet, but we're gonna do something. And I will see you around the Knicks-Verse.